All right, Boeing has been the big talk of the week. And first thing I noticed, Boeing doesn't make money, but they sure are soaring. So, what happened with Boeing this week? What happened was Boeing climbs as they got new 737 MAX orders. So, this Canada's budget carrier Flair Airlines has ordered, 13 jets. So, that's money that Boeing definitely needs. So, it's also interesting they did the 737 MAX. I guess they're very confident that thing's going to work. I mean, I'm sure it's perfectly fine. It's going through FAA, but that is a very interesting thing. So that's the reason that Boeing has been going. But let's take a look at it. I bought Boeing back at $100. I've exited since, but I think I got out of it at about $240 a share, somewhere in that range. But that was back in the pandemic when I thought that Boeing was just getting smoked. I still have a lot of puts on Boeing going down to $50, and I don't think they'll execute, but I'll collect the premium on them and go from there. So first thing I noticed about Boeing, and that is kind of concerning me, to be honest with you, is that it's a 50% stock. So those of you who don't know what the 50% rule is, it's when you have your high, you have your low, and then you have this 50% area that the company is trying to get through but can't. And all of this area on top, this is all called overhang. And the reason that 50% rules are so powerful pushing down on the stock is once you get a run like this, people just decide to take their profits. And then nothing really happens, and they try it again. And once it gets back to that kind of high, previous high that it was at over here in May, this happened in November, they say, okay, people are going to probably sell off. So everybody just starts taking their profits off the table. And it pulls back again. So today it's getting back into that 50% area. And I am not so sure that it's going to be able to break over all of this overhang. I could be wrong. This might be the news that is going to push them forward, but we shall see. The other thing I don't like about Boeing right now is the bid and the ask. The bid and the ask difference is 18 cents. Now, when you have a company that it's almost $300 a share, you can venture up to 3 cent difference between the bid and the ask, but I like the bid and ask to be 1 cent, 2 cents at the most. So let's see how we can trade this bad boy from a long-term perspective. Before I even zoom in, I'm going to zoom in to just this area right here. But before I zoom in, I am personally not going to be buying Boeing at this price until it proves to me that it can break out over this 50% area. You can already see that the price is pulling back on us today with this little wick that's happening right here. So let's see what we got. So we're running through the sweet spot very nicely. If you're in this, good for you. There's no reason not to trade this. Your overall for your major moving averages, I just want you to be conscientious that you're running into that 50% area. So you have a nice coming up through the sweet spot, good engulfing candlestick on Wednesday, another good one today. So if you wanted to, you can add, but I would not be adding just because of everything I previously talked about. It's too much of a risk on trade for my liking. I would rather that just break through and show me that it's going to get through. I'm saying, this may be the news that Boeing needs to break through that area. I don't know. If you're not in this yet, I would not recommend using today as your first time getting in Boeing. If you got in back here, good for you, smart. If you want to, you can add to it today if you were in it previously, because you have all of these profits that you've made. You're basically playing with the house's money. So the only thing that you're risking losing if this thing pulls back on you is gains. So that's up to you. From a swing trade perspective, we are overall 4 of our major moving averages. Awesome. I love the volume that's come in the last 4 days, but of course this is from the news. We're getting into that overbought area, so I don't know what's going to happen, but our resistance is at 258.84. We broke through it, but just be aware that we are pulling back right here with this wick. So let's see what happens the rest of the day. We'll see what the trend is on the 15-minute chart in a second. What I would want to see for this, to buy this more confidently on Monday, if I'm not in it already, is a candlestick. Let's see. Let me make a better one. Let's say it finishes the day here and I get a candlestick, green candlestick like that on Monday. That's what I would want to see. So if you want to do a swing trade, you're fine. Just see what happens over the weekend, or see what happens on Monday. Let's go to a day trade. This is beautiful on Boeing. Expensive stock to day trade, but it doesn't really make a difference until you need to know what you need to afford. So you're over 80%. This looks perfect. Amazing, consistent volume all morning. Great candlesticks just keep moving up on you. It's just perfect. So right now, 11:36 in the morning, we have dropped below 80%. We've dropped below 75%. So this is when, if you were trading this all morning as a day trade, you exit your position. As soon as you drop under 80% on your stochastic, right here, you're exiting the position. So whoever was in this could have bought it this morning at 9:30, ran it up, sold it here. So you would have gone from, let's say, 255 to 262. Not bad for a little over 2 hours. So that is a 15-minute trade on Boeing. Boeing is actually an interesting stock to go ahead and day trade because it's so expensive price-wise, but it moves a lot of days. And like today, it's moved 4%. Let's zoom out and see what we got here. Wrong way. I mean, you could see in any given day, you can get some kind of good run on Boeing. I mean, this was Wednesday. Look at that great run that you had on Boeing. This right here, this is when that news was announced about that order from that Canadian company. Yesterday was just a great day. Wednesday was just a great day. Thursday was just pretty blah. This morning, for whatever reason, the price is running up. Now, it is Friday. I'm making this video on a Friday. I have a thing, I call it Profit-Taking Fridays, and that is because we don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. Maybe another company could come in there and say, we're canceling our order of Boeing's 737 MAX, and this price can drop down to 240 or something like that. Boeing has, as big as it has the ability to have the same volatility as other companies that are more techy. I want to see what the beta on Boeing is. 1.63. So for a company like Boeing, a beta of 1.63 is rather high. The beta kind of tells you how much the market moves, how much the company moves in relation to the market. So say the company moves one time, this moves a little over one time the market. Let me pull up, just for an example, I'm going to pull up Square. Square's beta is 2.6. So theoretically, this moves 2.61 times the market as far as speed goes. So these kind of stocks are a little bit more volatile. Actually, I would love to see, kind of just going off now, but I want to show you, it's important for you guys to see. AT&T, it moves slower than the market. And that makes sense because AT&T is what I consider more of a dinosaur stock. There's not really much movement in the stock price. Let's see what Tesla does. I'm sure this is a rather high beta, 2.6. So you get the idea. That is what beta is all about. So just a quick recap. Want to go over this one more time. Be careful of what you do with Boeing because you are running into this 50% rule. You're right at that middle area where you're facing a lot of resistance, and this could just start pushing down. All of this overhang here could just start pushing down on you like that. And I don't know for sure. Like I said, this might be the news to change that, but we shall see. So if you're in this already, great job. If you are not in this, I would not recommend adding today, but you can if you want to, just use stops. You have a great trend up through the sweet spot. And also your bid and ask difference is 18 cents. So if you want to, for a swing trade, this is a little bit safer. You have your overall 4-year major moving averages moving up in a beautiful direction. You are pulling back a bit, but if you wanted to, what I would recommend doing is on Monday, wait for a green engulfing candlestick like that, or on Tuesday, get something like that, and you will be okay. Just make sure when you're buying it, your bid and ask difference is 3 cents at the absolute most. You are getting some great volume coming in. From a day trading perspective, keep an eye on Boeing. If you can afford $260 a share and buy multiple shares and start generating some real income, Boeing is a great day trading stock. This is one of the rare stocks that's over $100 that I'm going to say is a great day trading stock. This is something special. So if you guys like this, if it resonates with you, join the Bid and Ask Nation. That is my Patreon group. I am in there all day, every day, making videos. We just traded H&R Block the last 2 weeks. We sold it this morning for a 15% profit. We are in Cardinal Health right now. that is something else that we're going to be trading and making gains on. So if you guys like this, jump into the Patreon group. It's $55 right now. It's only going up from here. Not only do you get access to me, you get access to the entire community, and you get all of the Everything Money software for free. And that comes out on April 15th for beta for everybody. So this is going to be awesome, and we're going to be making a lot of money together. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck trading Boeing. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you. Peace.